A study shows there could be a new tool to help prevent you from getting coronavirus, and more than half of the American population already has them. The most important things to prevent the spread of COVID-19, as we know, mask use, physical distancing, and hand washing are well etched into our brains at this point.
But a newly released study suggests there may be something else that can help that some people are already doing. Dr. Frank McGeorge here with a rather eye-catching report. Frank?
Yeah, Kim and Devin. So one thing we do in the hospital to protect ourselves that hasn't been broadly recommended for the public use is the use of eye protection, either in the form of wraparound goggles or maybe face shields. That's because we know another route of spread is through the lining of the eyes. So the question is, could ordinary glasses make a difference? A newly released study in the journal JAMA Ophthalmology wanted to see if there was any relationship between wearing eyeglasses all day and the likelihood of becoming infected by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The Chinese researchers evaluated all 276 patients that were hospitalized in a single hospital for COVID-19 between the end of January and mid-March, asking specifically if a patient wore glasses and for how many hours during the day they did. They also asked about contact lens use and any refractive eye surgery like LASIK. It's important to know the researchers used prior data that found 31% of people in the region wore glasses on a regular basis for nearsightedness. If wearing glasses was not related to being hospitalized for COVID-19, you would expect to find 31% of eyeglass wearers among the admitted patients. But the researchers found only 6% of the COVID patients wore glasses more than 8 hours per day for nearsightedness, far fewer than expected. The researchers believe two factors could be related. Eyeglass wearers probably touch their eyes less frequently than other people who involuntarily touch their eyes about 10 times per hour, and the eyeglasses themselves may provide a barrier to aerosolized droplets reaching and infecting a person's eyes. Now, incidentally, none of the patients wore contact lenses or had a history of refractive surgery. Now, it's important to note this study was purely observational, and it does not prove that wearing glasses decreases the chances of being hospitalized with COVID-19. But it is certainly plausible that ordinary glasses could be protective, at least in decreasing the amount of virus that a person is exposed to.
Except that when I'm wearing glasses, they get all fogged up when I've got a mask on, so it's a double-edged sword here. But Frank, if glasses might help, then can we make any guess about the benefit of face shields, which we've talked about before?
Right. Well, this was a small study, and hopefully it's going to other researchers to look specifically at that issue. In the hospital, of course, we do wear face shields or goggles to protect our own eyes, but whether it's beneficial enough for the general public to use, well, that remains to be seen.
Yeah, sure enough. All right, Frank.